What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV. Everton won, Tottenham won at Goodison Park. And absolutely shocking display from Tottenham today. First half, you know, we were the better side probably, but still didn't create any clear-cut chances. We were discussing, me and Sim at half-time, like, was that our good half? Was it our bad half? We didn't know. We were hoping it was going to be our bad half because it wasn't anything great. But that second half, man, that second half was tragic. Absolutely tragic. Everton wanted it so much more than us. With 10 men, Decore gets sent off, and they're the much better team by far. They were working harder than us. They were trying to put it on us. It was all in our half. It was all in our half in that whole second half, especially when they had 10 men. That was Everton's best period in the game. It's not good enough, Tottenham. It's nowhere near good enough. Not one player can come off in that second half and hold their heads up high and say they played well. Not one. In the first half, you know, you had a few players that played well. Romero was looking good. Højbjerg was looking good. Kulusevski was looking good. But it all went to shit in that second half. It really did. And it's a disgrace. I mean, with Everton going down to 10 men and us taking the lead, that is our opportunity to be in the ascendancy and really hurt Everton for the way they were coming forward and really pick them off. But we did nothing. We did nothing. It was unforced error after unforced error until Everton, they finally scored and they got what they deserved. We got what we deserved. It's an absolute shit show.
The scoreline flatters us. That's the reality. The scoreline absolutely flatters us. They might have scored a 30-yard last-minute equaliser, and you might think, oh, you know, that's a bit of luck, and you know, you win some, you lose one. You know, when one of those goes in, you just got to take it. But you know, that goal had been coming absolutely from the beginning of that second half. It'd been absolutely coming. It's an absolute joke how we performed in that second half. We were making so many unforced errors. Everton were just Dyer was losing the ball on the edge of his own box. Ollie Skip was losing the ball in dangerous situations. We were just giving the ball to them in such dangerous situations, and we literally got given a gift. Literally, Everton handed us a gift-wrapped present of Decore getting sent off, and then gave us an extra present by giving Romero, fouling Romero in the box and giving a penalty. So they literally, this game was gift wrapped to us, and we couldn't take the gift. We literally threw it out and just shat on it. Basically, we shat ourselves.
Everton go to you, here. Do you want 3
Here's
points?
the game, and we couldn't take it.
3 points, and then basically
we dropped it.
No, I don't want it. I don't want it. Go,
just
take
dripped
it back.
it.
Take it back.
We just dropped it. We dropped it. Basically, that's essentially what we're doing. We just absolutely shit the bed, and literally, you're in the perfect situation in this game. You're 1-0 up. They're down to 10 men. They need to come out now of their shell. They're literally they were down to 10 men for about 10 minutes. All they were doing was looking to see out the game. All they were doing was literally parking the bus, trying to get a 0-0 draw. So they were just about clinging on. We finally get that goal, and now they have to come out of their shell. Now they have to leave all the gaps. Now they have to leave themselves exposed. And this is the perfect situation when you're playing against 10 men. Because now you can invite them onto you. You can not even that. Now you can keep possession. You can play your way around them because they have to come and try and get the ball. But what do? We actually give them the ascendancy. We allow them possession. We allow them to actually dominate possession against us. This is a team who fail to dominate possession 9 times out of 10 when they have 11 men. So what we do is when they when they have 10 men, we allow them to dominate possession. We allow them to pump crosses in the box. We panic. We act like we're the team. I wouldn't even say we look like we're down to 10. We look like we're down to 9 men. We look like we were literally fighting for our lives, like we were clinging on for dear life when we were playing against 18th in the league down to 10 men. And then what happens? Things start to go against you. And that's exactly what happened. We literally gave them the initiative. We allowed them to dominate the ball. There was no urgency. There was no aggression when they're down to 10 men. There was no even a thought of, let's try and kill this game and get the second goal. It was almost like, we've got this goal, now let's park the bus now like against 10 men.
Romero,
it was ridiculous. Bring on Sanchez.
Dyer, Sanchez, Longley.
Bring on Lucas.
All these unforced errors, even Porro. I mean, all of them. Everyone was culpable in that second half. Every single one of them. It's nowhere near good enough. Like, how can they get away with playing like this time and time again? And fool me once again. I thought that, you know, we would see a response from them today. How wrong was I? How wrong was I?
And even at 1-0, we were just sitting here fuming because we were playing so badly and how we were approaching those last 10 minutes. And this is even before Lucas goes and stupidly gets himself sent off with a ridiculous challenge. And then they go and obviously equalise with a 30-yard howitzer from Michael Keane. Obviously, look, that goal, you can't legislate for that goal, but we know for that whole second half, that goal was absolutely coming. We were inviting it onto us, inviting it. There was not, but it wasn't even a sense of like, there was like their defensive aggression. You can invite pressure but be defensively solid, but we weren't that. We were literally, there were so many gaps. We were making so many unforced errors. We were giving them the ball in stupid situations. There was no build-up play. There was absolutely no semblance of let's try and kill the game off at 2-0. Even at 0-0, 11 against 11 in that first half, Everton were a better team and looking like they were going to score. There was nothing in that second half to suggest to me that there was anything good said at halftime from Stellini. And all these players are doing this was the players' response to what Conte said 2 weeks ago.
He's proved them all right.
Absolutely, and then some. Not only has he proved them right, he's made Conte look like a genius. He's made him look like he knows exactly what he's talking about.
He does know exactly what he's talking about.
And he's proven that. He's absolutely proven that. These players are bottlers.
Every single fan.
They shut the bed.
Whether you agreed with what Conte said or how he said it and where he said it, you can discuss those till the cows come home, but the actual content of what he said, I don't think anyone can say that he was wrong. And they just proved it all right today.
Anyone who thought Conte was the problem, case in bloody point. Yeah. Case in point. There's your evidence. Case closed. We can now all go home. The jury has made their decision. It's an absolute disgrace how they performed today, and there's absolutely no excuse for it. We were a joke. This was worse than any of our losses this season that we've had. This was worse than Southampton last week. This was the worst I've seen it. This is worse. This was ridiculous. There is no excuse for how we performed today. And now we're supposed to be under a new manager, assistant manager, who all the players apparently, are on side with, and apparently he's the one who can put his arm around the shoulder. He's the one who could get a performance out of these players. Because look how they did under him when Conte was away. But you know what? When the going gets tough, when the pressure's on this team, it wasn't even that much pressure. We're playing against 10 men, and yet when the pressure's on, this is what happens. We crumble, absolutely crumble, and we had the chance to go third in the league today. In fact, we actually went above United with that draw, funnily enough. But we had the chance to go third in the league with and really say for the last 10 games, all right, we're going to really give a good crack for top 4. You can kiss top 4 goodbye. There's no chance of getting top 4. Well, there's absolutely nothing. We're not going to win another. I can tell you right now, we're not winning another away game this season. We're not winning another away game. We're not. We're not winning.
No chance.
Doesn't matter who it is. You can name anyone. We just played
Villa,
18th and 19th.
No chance. Leeds. Maybe Leeds.
We just played 18th and 20th. Just last 2 away games, we couldn't get a win. After being a winning with a few minutes to go. We're bottlers, man. We're absolute bottlers.
We're bottlers.
We're bottlers.
That's why we've been given the Spursy tag year on, year out, because we keep producing for everyone else to laugh at us. And here's another one where we can produce for people to laugh at us.
And we deserve it.
We're 4th, 50 points. Man U 5th on 50 points.
A draw to go 4th. I've never been so angry.
Newcastle also on 50 points in 3rd, but they've both got 2 games in hands on us. Both of them. We still got both of them to play as well.
Forget it. We're not winning another way. We crumble because we don't like playing under pressure. Exactly what Conte said. Soon as the pressure comes, this is what happens. It's ridiculous. Andrew Dean says, same players, different coaches. Mourinho, the players don't like to play under pressure. No passion, selfish, playing like 11 players, not a team.
How many managers need to come in and say it? How many? How many before we start acting? How many? It's been too many now. These players are clearly bottle jobs. These players don't know how to handle the occasion, any sort of occasion. And this wasn't even a big occasion. This is Everton away on a Monday night, and they crumble to 10 men? Come on, have a day off, guys. Seriously. Just play like you're getting paid to do. You're all getting paid so handsomely to play for Tottenham Hotspur, and you put in performances like that week in, week out. What an opportunity to put some breathing space and go 3rd in the league, when none of you deserve to be. And you still can't do that against 18th in the league. An absolute disgrace. Look, no chance. I agree with you. No chance for top 4.
Forget it. We can kiss top 4 goodbye. Look at this mentality. And what was Conte's last words? What can we fight for with this mentality? 7th or 8th? absolutely bang on the money. That's exactly what we can fight for. And if we're not going to win. I'm telling you, these away games where teams actually have a bit of impetus to try and come at us, there is no chance that we're going to pull out victories when we need to. There is absolutely no chance. I tell you when the only chance we actually win an away game is when top four is mathematically gone. Then we might win. But once we actually mathematically have a chance to get top four, we're going to crumble because these guys don't like playing with the pressure of actually needing to win in these tough away games. It's all right when you've got the home comforts and the home crowd with you, and you got your nice plush stadium and you got your nice cafe in the stadium and your big dressing room. But when the going gets tough, when you go to a tough away game where teams are scrapping for their lives and you need to really battle for it, you need to really be on your game, they've shown time and time again they don't have it in them. They just don't have it in them.
No chance. Like, how many times do they need to prove it to us? How many times?
Yeah, and we keep falling for it. We keep falling for it.
Rip this squad down. Sell Dyer. Sell Sanchez. Sell these players that are doing this time and time again. I've had enough.
I have to say, Stellini, like, I understand, like, you want to protect the result, but you have to see, when you're playing against 10 men, your best way to see out the game is keep possession as best you can.
So many spaces
and exactly, and play your way through them, not batten down the hatches and hope to see out a 1-0 with 15 minutes to go. Actually, just keep possession and see out the game that way. Bringing on Sanchez
sub was disgrace.
Sanchez, how many times did he give the ball away when he came on? Time and time again.
He gave it away within the first minute of
exactly. Whereas Longley, he would have actually kept the ball. He would actually had a bit of composure. Like, I don't understand that choice.
Lucas Moura.
Why you bring on Lucas? He gives the ball away.
What is that?
Like bring on Dan Juma.
We got Dan Juma. We got even Mundo. I would have preferred to see come on instead of Lucas Moura. Like, come on, man. This guy is leaving us in the summer. He doesn't have a place in this squad. But yet again, under Conte and again under Stellini, he's our first sub every time. First attacking change. Like, what is that?
CCM 28 says at least the players' feelings won't get hurt by Conte now. Andrew Dean again says the result just proved Conte right with his rants. Our defence and bench are not good enough. Spursy at best. Incognito Joe says, I'm said the team has lost its heart. Absolutely right. I mean, this team deserves all the criticism it's getting after that pathetic display. It's absolutely pathetic. There is not a game you want more gift wrapped than what happened today.
But come on, Conte hurt their feelings. Conte exactly. Said they're lazy. Come on, I do not feel sorry for them.
Yeah, exactly.
I do not feel sorry for them.
They hate hearing the truth, clearly. They hate hearing the truth. This team is a disgrace.
They're not lazy. They're absolute world-class players playing for their international countries every time they play.
They're a joke. Absolute joke. How they performed that whole second half, and especially when we were 1-0 up, is quite frankly laughable. That wouldn't be that performance wouldn't look out of place when like a League 2 team play a Premier League team in the FA Cup. Honestly, it wouldn't look out of place. It was disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful how he performed.
One club clearly wanted it a lot more than the other.
This is what I was saying before the game. I knew this would happen.
And it's the same thing every single
And we're
time.
lucky. We're just lucky that they gave us a gift, because if not, we should be sitting here with a defeat today. Yeah, we're just lucky.
We should be sitting here with a defeat, let's be honest.
We're just lucky they gave us a gift.
Yeah, very lucky.
So lucky.